Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So today I'm going to be going over how you can make another stream of income alongside whatever you do. Whether you're a stay-at-home mum, whether you have a 9 to 5, whether you're a uni student like myself, what we're going to be going over is essentially the ways that you can create another stream of income from the comfort of your own phone. Now, this isn't something that requires a lot of experience. Literally, like I said, you can do this from the comfort of your own phone. And all it takes is about 5 to 15 minutes per day. You just need to have a phone and good Wi-Fi. So for those who don't know who I am, my name is Tracy and I am a medical student. And 2 years ago, I was homeless. Yeah, a lot of people don't think that it's possible, but yes, I was homeless and battling uni at the same time. I'm still not able to understand how I was able to do it, but I was able to do it because I was presented with this opportunity, and this opportunity has helped me come out of homelessness, and literally I've been able to pay for my expenses through this opportunity. So enough about me, because this is not about me, this is more so about you. Let's get into the presentation. So the company is called Jifu. And before I actually go into what we provide, the products and the services, I'd like to talk about the cash flow quadrant. Why? Because this is an important concept that a lot of people don't know about, because this is not taught about in schools. And I think this is an amazing way for people to actually understand how money works around the world. So this concept is actually brought up in a really popular book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, written by Robert Kiyosaki. And essentially, it just shows us how people make money around the world. So 95% of the world have to work for money, which is absolutely crazy. And what's even more crazier is to find out that they only make up 5% of the entire market. So let's actually break down that 95%. So we have 60% of the world who have to work for someone, and they are employees. I was an employee once and I absolutely hated it. I hated having to go to work. I hated having to clock in. I just didn't like the idea of working for someone. I didn't like the idea of only having 30 to 31 days every single year to enjoy myself and have a holiday. Now, let's talk about 35% of the world. 35% of the world are self-employed and they work for themselves. Now, naturally, when you hear that, you think, okay, that doesn't sound too bad. Or does it? Let's use the example of an Uber driver. If an Uber driver wants to, make money, he has to accept rides and he has to drive his car. Once he stops driving and he stops accepting rides, he's no longer making any money. That is not passive income, because he actively has to work in order to make his money. So that was the 95%. Now let's look at the 5%. We have 5% of the world who make money work for them, and they make up 95% of the entire market. Let me say that again. 5% of the world make up 95% of the entire market. A small amount of people make up a big amount of the entire market. That is crazy to think about. But let's actually break this down. So we have 4% of the world who are business owners. Now, when it comes to becoming a business owner, not everyone can wake up one morning and decide to become a business owner. If you don't have a niche that people are interested in, then it's not really certain that your business is actually going to be a 6-figure, 7-figure business that people intend for their business to be. I mean, some businesses require a lot of capital. Some businesses require more than one person working. Some people decide to be a solo business owner. Some people require employees, and that costs money as well. Some people have the idea at the beginning of the year to start a new business. Some people actually start the year with a new business, and then they don't end up with their business at the end of the year, and they've completely thrown out the idea of having a business. So having a business isn't the easiest thing in the world. And then we have 1% of the world who are investors like myself and essentially make passive income. What this means is that they're making income in their sleep. They're making income anywhere around the world. And this is essentially what we do here in Jifu. Now, here in Jifu, we pride on 3 things: travel, health, and wealth. Now, when it comes to the travel aspect, we actually provide discounted prices on flights and hotels. So if you're someone that loves to travel, this is perfect for you, because essentially you can earn up to 75% discounts on flights and hotels. And if you don't love to travel and you know someone that loves to travel, that's also great as well, because essentially you can earn commissions based off referring people through your link to have discounted prices on flights and hotels. Now, when it comes to the health aspect, we also provide health products that you can be using through Jifu as well. But that is not what you're here for. You're not here for the travel aspect. You're not here for the health aspect. What you're here for is the wealth aspect, and essentially how you can create another stream of income here in Jifu. Now, when it comes to the wealth aspect, you can essentially do this via the Learn to Earn platform. So we have 3 different universities, Forex, crypto, and stocks. And essentially you can plug into those universities to, number 1, learn, and number 2, also make money through those platforms. Now, we also have other universities that can help you with your personal development as well. So if you're someone that's interested in learning more about how to improve your credit, if you're someone that wants to know more about real estate, if you're someone that wants to know more about e-commerce, you can plug into these universities. You can essentially be on live sessions with the educators and learn more information of how these things actually work. Now, I would just like to go over what Forex is. A lot of people know what Forex is and a lot of people don't know what Forex is. So what Forex is basically a shorter term of the foreign exchange market. Now, I'm pretty sure if you've traveled before, then you've definitely participated in the foreign exchange market. Now, what this is basically buying and selling of currencies. Let me use an example. If you want to fly from London to Tokyo and you have pounds and you want to exchange that to Japanese yen, you have essentially participated in the foreign exchange market. Now, the Forex market is open 5 days a week and the crypto market is open 7 days a week. It is the largest financial market in the world and it generates $7.3 trillion a day. $7.3 trillion every single day. 1% of that, guys, can do you good for life. And you can trade in the markets for free. Literally, the banks do it, guys. Why can't you do it as well? You can do this from the comfort of your own phone. The banks trade and multiply our money. The money in the banks isn't actually there. They basically trade at late nights. So when you pass the banks and you can see some lights on, there's some people trading in the banks, and essentially what they do is they trade in the foreign exchange market and multiply the money. Now, let me actually give you an example of what I actually mean by the money not being there. Let's just say, for example, you have £10,000 that you want to withdraw out of your bank account. Now, if the money was really there, they would let you do it on the spot. But instead, the banks tell you to book an appointment and come on that day to get your money. What they're doing in the background is making sure that they trade in the foreign exchange markets to make sure that your money is ready on the day of your appointment. So yeah, if you didn't know that, that's something new that you've learned. Now, a few slides ago, I talked about the Forex, crypto, and stocks universities. Now, I'm actually going to break down what you would find in these universities. So, number 1, a simplified education. So, you're going to find pre-recorded educational sessions for those who actually want to learn how to trade in the foreign exchange market, how to trade in the crypto market, and how to invest in companies. Now, we also have live sessions. Now, with these live sessions, you can have access to our full-time educators. Now, the thing that I love about this is not something where you just sit down and look. You can communicate, you can collaborate, you can ask questions to these educators and they will be able to answer your questions. And the one thing that I love about these live sessions as well is that you can also earn while you learn. So there will be trade ideas that will be shared on these live sessions as well. So whilst you're learning, you're also making money on the side. Now, another thing here that we provide that I absolutely love is the scanners. Now, the scanners are AI, so they essentially remove the emotional sides of human beings. And essentially what they do is that they pinpoint potential trade ideas in the markets. Now, we have 10 scanners and I have 4 favorites. The 2 that you can see on the screen, Trendwave and Killshot. And 2 that you can't see, Golden Era and Sniper Pro. I absolutely love these scanners because I can essentially use these scanners anytime I like. I could be at the airport, I could be at home, I could be anywhere, and I can just use these scanners, enter trades and make my money. Now, this right here, I believe, is the most popular software that we have here in Jifu, and this is the Jifu Connect app. Now, what I love about the Jifu Connect app is essentially the idea of copying and pasting. So essentially what it is you'll receive a trade idea just like the one that you can see on the screen. And literally all you need to do is copy the two numbers from the Jifu Connect app into your trading platform. It's as simple as that. It doesn't take time, which is why I said at the beginning, you only really need about 5 to 15 minutes per day, because you do get quite a bit of trades sent in a day, and that is it. Now, we also have something called the tapped trade execution. Now, this does make copy and paste seem like a bit of work, because all you need to do is essentially, once you see a trade that you like, you can essentially press copy idea, and essentially that will be automatically sent into your trading platform. You don't need to copy, you don't need to paste anything, you don't need to do anything else. That is it. Now, for someone like myself that is a uni student, I absolutely love these softwares. Why? Because they're super easy to use. You don't need to have any experience using them. And what I love most is that it doesn't take me a lot of time. As a uni student, I don't have time to myself anyways. So being able to copy and paste and make money in a matter of minutes, in a matter of hours, without me having to do much, I love the idea about that. Now, for everything that I mentioned, if you were offered these services, these softwares, and these products elsewhere, you will be charged thousands of dollars or thousands of pounds. Now, the great thing about this company, and the reason why I actually collaborated with this company, is because they are super, super affordable. Now, to get access to everything that I mentioned, this is included in the Elite Pack. Now, the Elite Pack offers you Forex, crypto, stocks, all of the universities that I mentioned previously. It gives you 50 free travel vouchers. I also mentioned travel previously as well towards the beginning. It gives you access to all of the Jifu live sessions, which means you get the full range of educators, all of the Jifu scanners. I mentioned that we have 10, so you get all 10. It also gives you access to the Jifu Connect copy and paste trades. And a lot of people like to ask me, is this available in this country? Is this available in this continent? It is available globally. It is available everywhere. Now, this is $185 monthly. This is not a direct debit. There's not contracted. You can decide to cancel whenever you want to, and you do have to pay $299 for the first month. So I spoke exclusively about the Elite Pack, but if you feel like the Elite Pack is a bit out of budget for you, what you can do is get the Entry Pack. Now, the Entry Pack is available in Africa, Asia, Caribbean, and Latin America. And the Entry Pack, in simpler terms, is basically a limited version of the Elite Pack. So you get Forex, crypto, and stocks universities. You do get a limited range of the other universities that I spoke about as well. You get limited live sessions, which means that you also get a limited range of educators. You only get one scanner as opposed to 10. And you get limited copy and paste trades. Now, this is $149 for the first month, and then every month after that is $109. And like I mentioned before, it's not contracted. There's no direct debit fee. You can cancel whenever you want to. Now, if you asked me, Tracy, what do you recommend? I'm going to say the Elite Pack. Why? Because I have the Elite Pack and I absolutely love it because I get the full range. I get absolutely everything. I don't get anything limited. And that essentially means that I'm going to be making more money in a week, in a day, in a month. So something that we offer here that I think is absolutely amazing is For No More. Now, if you get introduced to something and you naturally love it, obviously you're going to refer it to someone. Now, we say to people, once you come in and you've tried your first week or you've tried your first week and a half and you feel like you've done absolutely amazing and you absolutely love what we provide here, what you can do is refer 4 paying customers and get your monthly membership for free forever. Just as long as the 4 people that you refer are active members with an active subscription, you can essentially get your monthly membership for free. Who doesn't want free things? I like free things. So I think this is definitely something that if you're interested in getting into, I would want to get into it the first week that I join. Now, if you have any questions up until this point and you feel like you want to arrange a call with me, that is absolutely fine. Just please let me know. I would say watch this video once again. And if you still don't understand and you still want me to clarify something, then I'm more than happy to have that call with you. Now, the question that I feel like I'm going to get asked the most, and I do want to clarify, is what will my startup look like? Essentially, what is going to happen once I get started? Now, essentially, what you're going to have is a group chat. Now, that group chat is essentially the whole community. And what you can do, you can communicate on that group chat. You can send in your testimonials, your profits. You can essentially ask questions, ask for help. You will have my one-to-one support as well. And you'll also be provided with pre-recorded sessions that are essentially going to help you step by step learn how to navigate the Jifu Connect app, how to use the scanners, how to copy and paste trades, etc. Now, one thing that I would like to show you guys before I end this video is essentially our community group chat. Now, what you can see here is our communication, and you can also see our profits as well. Now, this is a friendly community and we all stride on one thing: make money and help people to make money. Now, I'm going to go through the profits, and as you can see here, you can see a lot of blues. A lot of blues is good because that is essentially you making money, and you don't see many reds. Now, a lot of people ask me, how much am I going to lose? Am I going to lose a lot? No. We pride on risk management, so you should not be losing more than you're making because we have risk management in place here. Now, you're also going to ask, why are the numbers varying? Now, that also depends on your investment. That's why we always like to say the more that you invest, the more that you make. And I'm going to keep scrolling so you guys can see more profits here. So thank you so much for watching this video. Like I mentioned before, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me and we can have a call together. If you are interested in getting involved and getting started and you want to purchase one of the packages, then either DM me Elite or DM me Entry and I will help you get started. I am very excited for your success and to be working with you.